Our top focus, explosion in Bengaluru's cafe, Rameshwaram Cafe, which is located in the posh Whitefield area of Bengaluru. Few people are said to be injured. The explosion took place shortly after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The cafe, exact cause of the explosion is yet to be ascertained. Of course, investigators are on the job. Police is on the spot. Let me go across to my colleague Veera Raghav first. Veera, what do we know in terms of the initial probe in this incident?
Tanima, this was a busy time at the cafe. Remember, lunchtime around 1 o'clock. So there were a lot of people. From our sources in the fire department, what we are picking up at the moment, of course, is that they are not able to confirm that it's a cylinder blast. They are neither able to confirm that there was an electric fire or any of those things that could have triggered the blast. So we will have to wait and find what the cause of the explosion is. There are multiple reports doing the rounds, and I think it's very important at this moment to not rush to conclusions on this, though the police there at the spot are working closest. Initial reports, as I'm pointing out, according to our sources, cannot confirm a cylinder blast or an electric fire. So it could be another external reason for it that could make it important to observe very closely on what this is. So that's pretty much what we are picking out. So till there is categorical confirmation, because each kind of blast, Tanima, leaves behind a certain footprint, it would be very easy for fire officials to ascertain what kind of a blast or what cause of explosion, at least roughly, when they are at the spot. So our sources suggesting and reports suggesting that there is no categorical proof that it's a cylinder blast or an electric fire at the moment.
Right. Veera, while we wait for more details to emerge, if you can tell our viewers, give us an idea about the location of this cafe, you know, the kind of profile of people who are going there. And of course, we believe around 4 people are said to be injured.
Right. Initial reports suggest that 4 people seriously injured in that thing. We're waiting for further confirmation on the details. Our reporters, all of us, are trying to get to that spot right away. It's a profile is of a mixed one. This is a popular joint. It's a fast food eatery, the local Karnataka kind of food, which is available, very famous. Rameshwaram Cafe, as it sort of points out in terms of name. You know, one of the eateries that caters to a wide range of population. Obviously, as I mentioned, around 1 o'clock afternoon would be lunchtime. We are waiting for further details coming out of this, Tanima.
Just before I let you go, just to recap for our viewers, the fact is that we are reporting, the visuals on your screen there show you the after effects of an explosion which took place at a cafe in Bengaluru, in the Whitefield area of Bengaluru, as Veera Raghav there was reporting. Police and fire department officials are of course on the spot. Thankfully, not many people injured. At the moment, we are reporting that 4 people have in fact sustained injuries. We still have to get a word on what their condition is at the moment, and I believe that the effects of the explosion there have also been contained. But the big question, of course, is whether this was some sort of a targeted attack or something else that we're looking at. Veera, at the moment, as you're saying that the cause of the explosion is still being ascertained by the police officials, but you know, if you talk about the kind of stories that we have reported from Bengaluru of late, there has not been any such incident of a targeted attack in Bengaluru for quite some time now. And you know, there are sleeper cells, of course, as we know, might be active in Karnataka, but there's no such thing that the investigators are suspecting at the moment.
It's too early to make any of these speculations here, Tanima. At the moment, look, the key focus is, was it an accident or is there something more to it? Initial reports across the board were beginning to suspect that it was an LPG cylinder explosion that could have happened. Then it would have just been an accident. But our sources in the fire department, as I'm reporting at the moment, and according to multiple reports that we are hearing, are suggesting that they may not have a categorical confirmation of the footprint that they've left behind at the site, and they cannot confirm that it could be a cylinder blast or an electric short circuit that caused what has happened there. Beyond that, Tanima, I think we'll have to wait very carefully for confirmation to understand what could have happened there before we, because there are multiple reports, as you point out. There is a common sense approach which could suspect several different angles. There are several different possibilities that come to mind. But I think at the moment, Tanima, till there is some kind of categorical confirmation, we'll have to report this as an explosion. We are not sure whether it is an accident or an incident. We're waiting for official word from the police and not make any inference of this at the moment. Look, there is a history, like every other city. Bengaluru has a history as well. But I don't want to go into this at this point of time until we have categorical confirmation or even a preliminary initial indication with clarity from the police officers who are there on the ground. And obviously, they must be having the clarity already, but they want to wait till they can categorically share that kind of information out with the public.
Veera Raghav there reporting from Bengaluru on this incident which is coming in there from Whitefield area of Bengaluru, where an explosion's been reported at a cafe. As Veera there was saying, that we are not getting into the realm of speculation at the moment. What we do know is that there has been an explosion at this particular cafe. 4 people have been injured in this entire incident. Investigators and the fire department officials are there at the spot. Remember that it was just after 1 o'clock that this explosion was reported. So it's too early to actually say what exactly led to this explosion. We'll wait for a word from the investigators there and our reporters, as Veera Raghav, of course, are on the job.